Okay, everybody. So it's share time. Um, I'm going to walk you through this process. And so it's a simple three-step process. And hopefully by now you've watched the two-part video from Dr. Eric Thomas and you've read the excerpt from Michael Jordan. Okay, keep those in the back of your mind because they're going to help you with this. And so, like I said in my intro video, change is possible. You can be that person that you've always wanted to be, but you have to work for it. Okay, I'm going to share with you a little story about myself um, at the end of all of this to kind of show you the power of this thing that I'm showing you today. So, and I'm not going to sit here and claim that I invented this process. I did not. Okay, I found this years ago when I was in high school, and I've been using this ever since. It's amazing and it works. So, here we go. Three-step process. Step one, brainstorm. What kind of person do you want to be by the end of this year, by the end of this academic year? Not academic year. By the end of this calendar year, January to December, what kind of person do you want to be? Do you hope to be by the end of this year? For me, if I'm being brutally honest, and I'd like to be with you because the whole point of this activity is for you to be brutally honest with yourself, I would like to be more, I would like to finish what I start. I would like to be more focused, more determined, more um, of a completionist, somebody who finishes the things that they start instead of having a billion open projects, this, that, and the other. Okay, I want to be somebody that finishes what they start. So that's step one. Brainstorm what you want to be. And if you need help, go back and look at those videos again and read that excerpt from Michael Jordan. Okay, to give you some motivation on the kind of person you want to be. And don't just think about don't just be like, I want to be healthier or I want to be rich or, think about really what kind of attitude do you need to have to get healthier? What kind of attitude, it's not just about going to the gym because anybody can just go to the gym. What kind of attitude does it take to continue to go to the gym even on the days when you really don't want to, even on the days when you're feeling sick or the weather's crummy or whatever? It takes a certain kind of attitude. It's not just about going to the gym, it's about changing your mindset so that you keep going to the gym. For me, for those projects that I want to finish, what kind of attitude, what kind of mentality is it going to take for me to finish those things? That's really what I want to focus on, not just finishing the project. That's not my goal. My goal is to change me as a person so that I can finish not only that project, but any project from here on out. So think about what change in you needs to happen to reach those goals. Brainstorm that. Step two, think about that new you. Think about that new person that you want to be. I want to be somebody that finishes what they start. So, what kind of characteristics does that kind of person have? Well, they're determined, they're tenacious, they're resilient, they're critical thinkers, they're open to criticism, they're open to new ideas, they go with the flow. Maybe they're optimistic. I don't know. But think about all of those different characteristics that it takes to be that person. Now, it'd be nice if you could spend the whole year fixing every single one of those things about yourself to make you into that perfect person. But let's be honest, we're just not wired that way. Okay, it doesn't work that way. And if you try to be one of those people that makes a New Year's resolution list of like 20 things, you're automatically setting yourself up for failure. Our brains just don't work that way, and you're going to feel and you're going to get overwhelmed. And the more overwhelmed you get and feel, the more likely it is that you're going to stop. And when you stop, you will fail. So rather than try to tackle that entire list of characteristics and try to turn myself into all of those things, I'm only going to focus on one this year. And then next year, I'll revisit that list again and I'll focus on the second one. And then so on and so forth. So you're continually growing in smaller, more manageable steps. It's a lot easier to achieve a single change or a single goal than it is to achieve 20 or 30. So pick one. Take a look at your list of characteristics. Pick one. Step 3, take that characteristic and shape it into a single word. What is that single word? When you find that single word, write it down on that piece of paper or note card that you gathered. Okay? Mine is focused. That's my goal for 2021. I'm going to be a more focused person. And not just for the things that I want to get done, not just for the projects I want to finish, but in all aspects of my life. I'm going to be more focused in my conversations with people, more focused in my task at hand. Whatever it is, more focused. That's what I'm going for. That's my 2021 goal. Now, here's the truth of the matter. Do you know how long it takes to take something and turn it into a habit, whether it's good or bad? 30 days, give or take. About 30 days to turn something into a habit. Do you know how long it takes to break a habit? Especially a bad one. About 30 days. Here's what you do with this. I have this word. I'm going to stick this somewhere with some tape or whatever. I'm going to stick this somewhere where I'm going to see it every single day. And then every day, I'm going to make it a point to do something with that word, to focus on something. Whatever that something is, every day I'm going to focus. After 30 days, it will become a habit where I will continually focus on everything around me, and I will become hyper-focused. Now, if I do this for like 3 days and then I get bored or I forget the paper or I lose the paper or whatever and I don't remind myself to do it, or I figure, I'm busy today because I got to work on this or that or whatever, and I don't do it, well, then I got to start my 30 days over again. You're going to stumble. You're going to falter. You're going to have to start over again. It's just human nature. That's why you give yourself a year to get those 30 days in, those 30 consecutive days in. So let me tell you a real quick story and then I'll shut up. So when all of this started, when I was in high school, I suffered with some self-esteem issues. Okay. I had a lot of self-esteem issues, mainly with my physical disability. And I came across this plan, and I thought it was stupid. I thought it was silly, and people recommended that I try it. So I was like, okay, fine, sure, whatever. And I did it. And my word that I picked at that time, I still remember to this day, I was about 15 years old. My word was confidence. And I wrote it on a note card, and I stuck it on my mirror in my bathroom. So every day when I got out of the shower, I saw the word confidence. And it reminded me to practice confidence for that day. And as stupid and as silly as it sounded, here's what I did to practice confidence. I looked at the mirror as I was getting ready, as I was, putting my deodorant on, putting my shirt on, doing my hair, and I gave myself a sincere compliment. Stared myself in the mirror and gave myself a sincere compliment. And to be honest, for the first couple of weeks, I sounded really stupid and I felt just as dumb. I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I can't believe anybody would ever even try this. But after about 2-3 weeks of that, I started to genuinely look forward to it. Giving myself compliments. And it wasn't just in the morning. Every time I was in the bathroom at school or, uh, you know, going around somewhere, I saw my reflection in a mirror somewhere, I would give myself a silent little compliment. And after a month, my confidence was through the roof. I genuinely started to believe all of those compliments that I was giving myself. And now, I don't have a big ego or anything like that, but now I don't suffer for confidence. This genuinely works, but you have to keep at it for 30 consecutive days. If you keep at it for 30 consecutive days, whatever your word is, whatever your task is, I guarantee you will see results. Good luck to you.